guys, it's Taylor and Emma, and today we're going to teach you how to save for an American Girl doll. So this has been requested in the past, and we finally decided to film a video on how to save for an American Girl doll. So we've come up with a list of things that you can do to save for your American Girl doll because we know how expensive they can be. So let's get started. The first thing we suggest would probably be a change jar. So this you can collect like quarters and pennies and nickels, you know, change, and over time you can change the cash in and you will get quite a large sum of money. The next tip we have is babysitting. Now if you're old enough, you can ask your parents if you can babysit like a sibling or cousins or friends in your neighborhood, or you know, advertise locally in your town. This is a great way to save for an American Girl doll because depending on the parents' rates for dollars per hour, you could end up making quite a bit of money for just babysitting. Tip number 3 is allowance. So if you do chores and you already earn an allowance, you just want to keep saving up until you do, or you can ask your parents to bump up your allowance if you feel like you're not earning enough. But if you don't have allowance and you do chores, you can ask your parents if they mind paying you just a little bit of money every time you do a chore, like $1 or $2, or if it's a bigger task like $5 or $10, depending on what it is. Tip number 4, we recommend selling things you aren't using. So you can sell things such as clothes, or even older dolls, or older things that you just don't use anymore, like toys. You could even do like a little garage sale or sell clothes that you just aren't using anymore. The 5th thing we could recommend are car washes. Now car washes can be, you know, this may be a questionable one, because if you're doing a car wash locally just for raising money for something you want, I don't think that's actually legal. So you can maybe do a local car wash in your neighborhood rather than at a business, but I would definitely get a parent's consent on this depending on like the rules at where you're at. But if it was just like washing neighbors' cars or even your parents' cars, you know, that'd be really helpful too. The next thing we can recommend is a bake sale. Now a bake sale is super easy and exciting and a great way on how to earn money, because you can do it locally just in your neighborhood. You can go door to door maybe in your neighborhood and sell cookies. I would recommend making the cookies anywhere from like 50 cents to $1, just so you don't overprice the cookies. And this is such a great way of earning money, and it may take quite a bit of time for you to, you know, add up all the money to save for a doll. But trust me, my friend and I did a bake sale and we earned like $400 in one day, but that was for like a cause. But if you wanted to do it for yourself, I would recommend just doing it in your neighborhood rather than at a business. And the last tip we can recommend is getting a job. Now we know that a lot of people who watch our videos are either, you know, not allowed to or not of age to get a job. So we understand that getting a job may be a really challenging thing. You have to be at least like 16 or 18 to get a job. But if you are old enough, I would totally maybe recommend going for a job, even if it's just temporary. It can either be like helping out your neighbors, or, you know, whether it just be helping out your neighbors or helping out your parents. It can be that kind of job, or you can go out and actually apply for a real job, although that's really time consuming and your schedule may not be as flexible, and you could also be underage. So we kind of recommend that maybe as a last resort if you were underage, you know. Okay, now we're going to suggest some things on how to save. Now that you kind of learned how to earn the money, this is how to save for the money. So the first thing we recommend is, if you have money and you're so bad at saving and you just want to spend it all the time, I would recommend setting like a little goal for yourself. So make like a little goal chart. You can spend this amount of money and then save the rest of it, and just keep going at this goal chart, and by the time you will have enough money for your American Girl doll. Another thing we recommend is keeping your money with your parents. So ask your parents to watch over your savings account and let you spend minimal amounts so you can reach your goal. Another thing we recommend is having pictures of the doll you want, or you know, whatever it is you're saving for around your room, and every time you go to like spend your money on something, just look at the picture and remind yourself that you were saving for something and you don't need what you're about to buy. That kind of leads us into the next thing. So when you're going to buy something and you are really bad at saving and you just want to spend money, think, is the thing you're going to buy really that important? Do you really need it this instant, or can you wait? That is what always helps me try to save for money. Is it something that I really need at this moment, or can I wait a little bit? Saving for something is not an easy thing, but once you get there, you are so happy with yourself and you're satisfied. So if you're having trouble with saving, just remind yourself that it's gonna take a while, but it's totally worth it in the end, and you'll have your doll in no time. I hope you guys found these methods helpful, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful and fabulous day. Bye!